Going to a frag swap for the first time? Maybe you're a frag swap expert and you want to refine your skills? Check out these top 10 tips to make your frag swap experience a breeze. All right, tip number 1, bring a cooler. You're going to be picking out frags all day long at the swap, and you're going to be getting them in little cups, little bags. A cooler will not only keep them as close to 78 degrees as possible, but will also give you something to carry them around the show in. So bring your cooler, your bucket, little thermos, lunchbox, whatever it may be, bring that cooler. All right, tip number 2, get there early for the best selection and wait until the end for the best deals. See, usually there's a long line to get into frag swaps as soon as they open. People know that the best pieces usually go pretty quickly. Coming early gives you the first selection on everything at the swap. However, hanging around to the end gives you much more bargaining power with all the vendors. Many sellers don't want to take anything home, so feel free to make an offer. Don't be insulting or anything, but you may just be able to get yourself an awesome deal on some of those pieces left over at the end. Also, some swaps have early bird entry. Participating in this will give you an advantage on those first selections. Do you prefer to get there early for the best selection or stay there until the end for the best deals? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, let's check out tip number 3. If you see something you like, don't wait. It might not be there when you come back around. This has happened to me more than enough times to learn this the hard way. Many of the best deals and the pieces will sell quickly. So don't be afraid to pull that trigger on that perfect piece if you see it. All right, let's take a look at tip number 4. Plan on going home right after the swap. Now, you're going to be purchasing new livestock for your tank when you're at this frag swap. You are also going to be seeing some old friends and possibly meeting some new ones as well. Whereas going out to dinner afterwards might sound fun, your priority really needs to be to getting your livestock home, acclimated, and into your tank. So skip all the other activities afterwards, go on home after the swap, get those frags into their tanks. Let's take a look. Tip number 5, participate in the raffle. Not only are you supporting the club who's hosting the swap, there are also many great items to be won. See, many swaps require all vendors to donate at least one item to the raffle, meaning your favorite piece might be able to be won in the raffle. So take your chances, buy some raffle tickets, put those tickets in whatever items you want. You might be a lucky winner. Let's take a look. Tip number 6, ask about care requirements. See, many of these sellers grew these corals from a tiny frag themselves, and you can learn a ton from them. Do these corals like high light, low light? What about their flow requirements? Are they an aggressive coral or one that plays nice with everyone? Ask the seller how you can be set up for best success with your new purchase. Now, to go along with this, stick around at the end where I give you a bonus tip at the end of this video to make sure you remember all of this information. So stick around for the bonus tip. Take a look. Tip number 7, keep conversations to the matter at hand. Many of these sellers would love to talk tank with you all day long, but they're really here to sell. If you want to pick their brains further, get their contact information and follow up with them after the swap. Most will be more than happy to keep in touch with you and help you out however they can, but when you're at the swap, keep the conversation to the matter at hand right there. The sellers will greatly appreciate it. Take a look. Tip number 8, bring cash. Whereas many vendors will accept credit card, there are some that do not, and it will also allow you to stick to a particular budget you have in mind. If you don't have that cash in your wallet, in your hand, you're less likely to spend it, right? Maybe. Tip number 9, let's take a look. Inspect before you buy. If something goes wrong, you will most likely have no chance of credits or returns. Be sure to really look at what you're purchasing before you buy it. Take a look for things such as healed or incrustation over the plugs to see if it was freshly cut or if it's had some time to heal. A little bit of encrusting over the frag plug is a really, really good sign that you are purchasing a healthy frag. So take that extra few seconds, look at everything, make sure it's looking healthy, it's looking good for a better success and better chance that it's going to do well in your tank. And finally, tip number 10, dip your corals. You just purchased these new frags, you got them home right away, you're all excited to put them on into your new tank. Well, there's one more step you should do. Dip and inspect them. You have no idea where these frags came from and what unexpected critters might be coming along for the ride with them. The last thing you want to do is get acropora eating flatworms, red bugs, or any other pests coming along for the ride with your new coral purchases. So a quick dip in your favorite coral dip will drastically reduce the chance of introducing something unwanted into your system. I know it's an extra step. You just want to get them mounted in their final spots in your tank. Take those few extra seconds, dip your corals. Now we've come to the end. Finally, your bonus tip right here. I guess tip number 11, if you want to call it that. Ask the vendors to write the names and even those care requirements on the packages. If you buy something in the first 30 minutes or so of the swap, there's a good chance that you'll forget what you got by the time you get home. A Sharpie marker and a few notes on each package can not only let you remember what you got, but also make sure you give it the best possible success and that best spot in your tank for it to succeed. And there you go, 10 tips for success at your next frag swap. Which one did you find most helpful? Let me know down in those comments below. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more reef keeping videos. Thanks for watching, everybody.